Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey. SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a squad from the American, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bears will kick it off to get us underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Rutgers offense will have the ball first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the best in the entire country.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking for room, it's Campbell. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught behind the line, it's Duff. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Scarlet Knights trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. On second and goal, they go right back to it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, it's a nice start for this offense. Their defense didn't have to play the first quarter. Like, that was unbelievable ball control, moving down the field methodically, chewing up clock, and most importantly, punching the ball in and getting the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Baylor's offense will take the field for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. The Bears will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Raymond. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Thrust that arm out. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Duff. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man, it's Duff.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the 2nd quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Creates a little space. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run it to the right. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
He'll bring it out. It's Prentice. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on.
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Bears want to crank the tempo.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Sheffield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The give to the back. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll sneak it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On the run, it's Raymond. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, "Let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won."
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this.